My Last Duchess by Robert Browning. That's my last Duchess painted on the wall, looking as if she were alive. I call that piece a wonder now. Frau Pandolf's hands worked busily a day, and there she stands. Wilt please you sit and look at her, I said. Frau Pandolf by design, for never read like strangers, knew that pictured countenance, the depth of passion and its earnest glance. But to myself they turned, since none puts by the curtain I have drawn for you. But I, and seemed as though they would ask me if they durst how such a glance came there so not at first. Are you to turn and ask thus, sir? 'Twas not her husband's presence only called that spot of joy into the Duchess's cheek, perhaps. Frau Pandolf chanced to say her mantle laps over my lady's wrist too much, or paint must never hope to reproduce the faint half flush that dies along her throat. Such stuff was courtesy, she thought, and cause enough for calling up that spot of joy. She had a heart, how shall I say, too soon be glad, too easily impressed. She liked whatever she looked on, and her looks went everywhere. Sir, 'twas all one. Her favor, my favor at her breast, the dropping of the daylight in the west, the bough of cherries some officious fool broke in the orchard for her, the white mule she rode round the terrace, all and each would draw from her like an approving speech. Or blush at least, she thanked men good, but thanked somehow, I know not how, as if she ranked my gift of 900 years old name with anybody's gift. Who'd stoop to blame this sort of trifling, even had you skill in speech, which I have not, to make your will quite clear to such as one, and say just this or that in you disgusts me. Here you miss, or there exceed the mark. And if she let herself be lessoned so, not plainly set her wits to yours, forsooth, and made excuse, e'en then would some stooping, and I choose never to stoop. Oh, sir, she smiled, no doubt, whenever I passed her, but who passed without much the same smile? This grew. I gave command. Then all smiles stopped together. There she stands, as if alive. Will't please you rise? We'll meet the company below then. I repeat, the count your master's known munificence is ample warrant that no just pretense of mine for dowry will be disallowed, though his fair daughter's self, as I avowed at starting, is my object. Nay, we'll go together down, sir. Notice Neptune, though, taming a sea-horse, thought quite a rarity, which Claus of Innsbruck struck in bronze for me.